So, in honor of Toy Story 4 and the new Child's Play movie coming out on the same day, we've got these two iconic franchises as Chucky and the Toy Story crew in a fight to the death. Who comes out on top? Yes, it's ridiculous, but that's part of the fun. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out.
Eyes up. Stay sharp. Stay down. Final warning. I could do this all day.
Charles Lee Ray was just your average serial killer, the Lakeshore Strangler, who happened to have a knack for voodoo. After the cops caught on him for stabbing a pregnant woman, Charles was shot twice and chased into a toy store. With no other options, Ray took a toy from the shelf and transferred a soul into it, becoming the notorious killer doll called Chucky. Even though Chucky is just a toy doll, he's shockingly strong, being just as strong, if not stronger, than a normal human. He's able to tackle people to the ground, actually knocked out men with a swing from a bottle or a baseball bat. Chucky's even strangled people with jumper cables, decapitated a man with a piece of wire, he's actually cut his way through doors, and even stabbed into metal before. Probably most impressively, even while he was decapitated, missing multiple limbs, and his skin melted and burned off, Chucky was still strong enough to bust through a metal grate and strangle a man with one hand. Chucky's also pretty fast and agile as well, as he's avoided gunshots before, snuck up on victims, and he's leapt out of the way of oncoming cars before. Then Chucky is quite nearly unkillable. And the fact that he's a doll means that even if he's mangled or ripped apart, those attacks aren't necessarily fatal. He's fine after being smashed in the head with a baseball bat, wasn't hurt after being stabbed in the chest, or after getting half of his face sliced off, and he's even survived being lit on fire or being covered in molten plastic. Bullets aren't enough to stop Chucky, as he's taking gunshots to the leg or chest, and still kept on fighting. Was even still alive after having his arm, leg, and head all shot off. Due to his small size, though, Chucky has a little bit of a problem being much of a threat, and so he's learned how to improvise and is able to turn almost anything into a lethal weapon. Then in the corner, the Toy Story crew. The Toy Story crew are obviously the toys from Toy Story, and there are a ton of them. I'm talking Sheriff Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Jessie, Mr. and Miss Potato Head, Slinky Dog, Rex, Ham, Bo Peep, Sarge and the Bucket o' Soldiers, RC, Bullseye, Ken and Barbie, Mr. Pricklepants, Trixie, Buttercup, and Dolly. We can even throw in toys like Evil Emperor Zurg, Stinky Pete, Lotso, and Big Baby. Pretty much every toy in the Toy Story universe going up against Chucky. That's really all we need to say about the Toy Story crew, considering they've never really been in a scenario like this before. Don't have as many fighting feats as someone like Chucky might have. So let's just get started. Who wins here? Let's break it down. Now Chucky will be given his trademark knife in this fight. The Toy Story gang will know that Chucky is coming, and that he's going to try and kill them and kill Bonnie, since they're technically all Bonnie's toys now. So the toys are going to have time to repair, and let Woody and Buzz come up with a plan. Now Chucky is easily the greatest threat that the Toy Story universe has ever seen. He's in a league all his own, above Zurg, above Lotso, even above Sid the Kid. I mean, for starters, Chucky's actually gone up against full-grown adults, overpowered them, and killed them before. He's strangled men with jumper cables, knocked them out with baseball bats, and beat women to death with a yardstick. Even after getting beaten or swallowed by an alligator, he was still able to rip his way out of the gator, and after being decapitated, having multiple limbs blown off, and his skin melted and burned, Chucky was still strong enough to strangle a man with one arm. He's also shockingly savage and brutal with his killing. Before he even transferred his soul into a doll, he wasn't a toys serial killer. Chucky has gone on to slit a man's throat with a shaving razor, kill a man with a railgun, decapitate people, and carve out a woman's eye. Like we said, Chucky is the greatest and most evil threat that the gang will have ever encountered. But with that being said, the toys of Toy Story, from their perspective, have really been through some stuff. I mean, Sid tortured, mutilated, and killed toys just for fun. Zurg tried to kill them, and Stinky Pete tried to essentially sell Woody into slavery. And Lotso kept them as prisoners of war or slaves, however you want to look at it. And he tried to kill them on multiple occasions as well. Like we said, the toys have been through some stuff. And so, a large, evil toy with a knife who's trying to kill them won't necessarily throw them off too much. The toys are also surprisingly capable. I mean, Bullseye's run as fast as an airplane. Zurg actually has a long-range weapon with his gun, and Mr. and Miss Potato Head are ridiculously durable, if not impossible to kill, considering that they're shapeshifters. Mr. Potato Head has become Tortilla Head and Cucumber Head before as well. Slinky Dog is capable of wrapping around and restraining opponents, Rex is smashed through metal grates using his head, and Ham is able to launch quarters, nickels, and dimes at people if he wants to. However, I think the most important toys in this fight will be Woody, Buzz, Jessie, Big Baby, and the toy soldiers. Big Baby is possibly the only one here who could even begin to rival Chucky in strength, and Jessie's actually shown she's a capable fighter before as well. The toy soldiers work and function just like a military unit, and are actually durable enough to be swept away and stepped on by grown adults. Buzz is actually a skilled fighter, is surprisingly agile, he's actually durable enough to take massive falls, compared to his size, and he's even had a TV come crashing down on top of him. Then there's Woody. Sheriff Woody could actually be considered a skilled tactician and strategist, and he's planned several daring escapes and rescues, and even came up with a plan to escape from Sid and his torture room. So under Woody's leadership, could the toys come up with a plan to defeat and take down Chucky as well? And not likely. I mean, their plan to escape from Sunnyside actually failed, and Lotso sent them off to the trash dump instead. Then when they went up against Sid, well, the only reason they were able to beat him was because they revealed that toys are real, and Sid freaked out and was essentially scared straight. Chucky isn't going to be fazed by living toys, considering he's a living toy himself. But end of the day, Chucky really is just too powerful here. I mean, for starters, he's physically larger than most every toy out there, and he's so much stronger, it's not even funny. Like we've said, he's overpowered and killed grown adults before. He's stabbed through metal and cut down doors, even cut through an alligator and killed it from the inside. Then Chucky's so durable that almost nothing that toys can do will actually be able to put Chucky down. He's fine with being smashed with baseball bats, has been stabbed in the chest or his face sliced off, been set on fire or covered in molten plastic. He's taken multiple gunshots before as well. Chucky's even survived having his arm, leg, and head shot off, and actually still managed to kill a guy with just one arm, and survived getting eaten and swallowed whole by an alligator, still managing to rip its way out of the gator from the inside. On top of that, Chucky has no morals, no problem killing, and is willing to take down all the toys in sick and savage ways. While the Toy Story crew definitely had the numbers, and even had time to repair and Woody to come up with a plan, Chucky is still just too much here. Too strong, too ruthless, and definitely too durable. Chucky is coming out on top and defeating all the toys. Chucky wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn on notifications to join the FanCo army, and I will see you next time.